Good right over here. From here off the corner, he can stay in the throttle. Close, close, close. Here I come. Johnson's got the power under the hood to hold him off.
There's the two crews right here. A lap and a half to go. The 18 crew on the left, the 48 crew on the right. There's Bobby Labonte at the bottom. Jimmie Johnson so good on the high side off turn 4. White flag this time.
Johnson, I think, said after that charge that Bobby Labonte put on him there a while ago, he said, if that's all you got, that ain't enough.
He may have one more shot, DW.
Jimmie went in a little bit low that time. Here comes Bobby. 18 cars. Just doesn't quite have the steam down the straightaway, but he's going to dive her in here hard, baby. Come on.
I guarantee he'll drive it in down here in turn 3 and 4. He went to the high side, but Jimmie Johnson in the 48 well. He just needs to come nice and straight off turn 4.
Jimmie Johnson, the low Chevrolet. Jimmie becomes the 41st driver to win at Darlington.
These guys are beating and banging. These are all lead lap cars. But Ryan Newman will finish 3rd, Robbie Gordon 4th, Elliott Sadler 5th, Kurt Busch 6th, Mark Martin 7th, Harvick 8th, Mayfield 9th, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. comes back to finish 10th.
That's amazing that Junior come back to 10th because he has had a terrible day after the start of this race.
Jeff Burton, Casey Kane, and Casey Mears each picked up a position on the last lap.
DW, remember the first time you won here, the granddaddy of them all?
I did. Chris Economaki interviewed me. Well, Darryl, how's it feel to win at the Lady in Black?
That's very good. Very good.
I'd say we'll see some burnouts. What do you think?
They called him Hot Rod on the radio during the race. Hot rodding began and grew up in California. So did this guy.
He definitely knows how to do a burnout.
Randy Dorton's the head engine builder at Hendrick, has been for many years. He won't mind losing an engine in that fashion.
And just remember, these guys had been in the top 10 in points for almost 2 complete years, 70 races. They hit that wall at Rockingham, got in that wreck, but as Chris Myers said earlier, in the last 2 races, they have come from 25th to 9th, and I'd say it's even going to be higher after this race in the points.
They may not get on him for blowing up his engine, but he better not back that car in the wall, I can tell you that.
And talk about tight. Look what's happened to the point standings. The top 8 are all within 100 points of each other. It's just like a vice that keeps tightening up.
Enough to get by the 9. And it's amazing to think how important 5 points could be next Sunday at Homestead Miami Speedway.
Did you say that? What is it? 18 points between 1st and 2nd? That's just 4 positions on the racetrack.
Could be worth about $5 million.
You lead a lap, then there's 3 positions on the racetrack.
And Mark is going to try to make this thing a little bit tighter. For 2nd place, Martin on Jamie McMurray as they get set to come to the white flag. Take a look. Yep, he's got him. Martin to 2nd. And the white flag is up. Here comes Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon to 3rd. Jimmie Johnson off of turn number 2, the final lap of the final Southern 500 at Darlington. Can he score the victory and close out this racetrack's great history with his name on the winner's trophy and put the exclamation point on a bid for the championship heading to Miami next Sunday? It'll be Jimmie Johnson as the winner of the 55th Mountain Dew Southern 500. What great late laps rallies for Mark Martin and Jeff Gordon, and an exclamation point on the day of Kurt Busch as well, who winds up in 6th place after being as low as 27th earlier in the day. The 48 team celebrating.
Got enough gas to make it?
Oh, yeah, we're in good shape on gas.
He'll make it around, but will he get there first?
Oh, yeah, he's got a nice, he's got a comfortable lead. He's in good shape.
Jimmie Johnson sails off into turn 3. Hamlin is going to have to deal with Stewart for second. Hendrick Motorsports 200 Sprint Cup victory belongs to Jimmie Johnson in the Southern 500.
There you go, Mr. Rick. Got you one.
Nice job, boys. 200.
Denny Hamlin second, Tony Stewart third, Kyle Busch, Martin Truex the top 5.
Great job by Jimmie Johnson. And Rick, I know what a relief that is, buddy.
Now I can tell the story. For 16 races, 4 tractor trailers full of special souvenirs to celebrate this 200th victory have been traveling the country racetrack to racetrack unbeknownst to Rick Hendrick. Hendrick Motorsports employees have had to hide this from him for months so that tonight they could finally have this celebration. Jeff Hammond.
Rick Hendrick, it's been a long time coming, boss, but hey, everybody's come up and give you congratulations, but it's finally happened, and it's happened here in Darlington. 200 wins.
Man, you know, first of all, I just left a wedding with my best friend, Steve Lemontani, my doctor. Congratulations to him. I want to thank all the drivers and all of the crew chiefs and you and Darryl and Jeff Bodine and everybody else. I can't believe we won 200 of these things. I can't believe it took this long after 199. And I want to remember all those folks we lost and everybody that helped this thing happen. And Brad Paisley's in his bus on the way here. We're going to have a big party.
It's going to be a party for sure here tonight. But again, I never see you have much emotion on top of this box. I seen you walking up down pit road before the end. It looked like it was just like you had to get away. You had to walk off the tension.
I had to get away. I mean, I just couldn't. I was just. They said we were going to make it, but, you know, I don't believe them. You know, everything's happened backwards for us, but we've run so good this year and then had such bad luck. But I want to thank the fans for supporting us all these years. And I can't believe, you know, this is a big deal for all of our people. Linda, I just left you, baby. I love you. I'm sorry you weren't here. But, man, you know, I'm kind of numb, but I'm glad it's over. I think we're going to win a few more now, but just the Jimmy Lowe's, all our sponsors, you know, people have been with us forever. I know I'm taking a long time. I hope it's okay.
Hey, you can get 200 wins. It's okay, but go celebrate.
And, you know, we think about all the ones we lost, and I'm thinking about Chris tonight. And I want to tell him that when we put our hats on backwards for our guys, we're putting our hats on backwards for his son, too.
We appreciate that. Go enjoy yourself, sir. Well earned, guys. Back to you.